Hello, welcome everybody. So, my name's Mitchell. You can call me Mingqiu. This is my Mandarin name. Specifically, it's Mi Mingqiu. So, I'm going to be playing my favorite N64 game, Paper Mario. And I'm sure some of you probably already know because there's been a lot of videos about it, but this is the iQue version of Paper Mario. As you can see, there's still some issues with trying to get this emulated because the iQue player, the iQue 64, was not specifically an N64. It has some way to go to emulate it. Now, technically, we could emulate it perfectly, but not without lots of very fast lawsuits from Nintendo via the leaks that happened recently. But this is the best emulator that I've seen to do it so far, at least because you can't save games right now. You can only do save states, which this particular emulator will let me do. This is Mupin 64. So I've got my N64 controller just to feel a little bit more legit, and it works fine. It took me a while to get to figure out the settings, but it does work. Yeah, it's kind of freaking out. It shouldn't do this normally in the game, but just in this like little intro sequence, it does do that. I've also got my phone here. You can see I've got my, this is my favorite app to learn Mandarin right now. It's this Link. So I kind of poo-pooed this app initially, but now I've definitely become more fond of it. So these are two games that I do like. It's like, for example, Detention. This is not in order, but this is like all the text from the video game Detention. It'll highlight like words that I'm studying, things like this. And also like Coffee Talk. This is like literally all the text from the game Coffee Talk. So I can like go through it and like actually, study it. And if I were to swipe right, it'll like add a bunch of, of words to my vocabulary list, and then it'll no longer, highlighted in blue. So that's really cool. So I could do the same thing with this game, and my intention is to like give you guys a full text. So I'm gonna try to talk to everybody and just go through the game, because I played this game many times. I watch I'm Glower speedrun it. It's really fun. I love this game. I love it. And to find out that there was a Mandarin Chinese version of it that came out, I really encourage you all to watch the videos about that, because it's really cool to listen to the history behind that. And I'm a big China enthusiast, so I like to know about that. I wrote essays about this sort of thing, so it's really fun. So I think to start, so this is perfect. So this is what I want to do, is I want to start by going through this little intro sequence. So I've got my favorite Chinese dictionary, and everyone probably knows about this, Pleco. So I'm going to be using that in order to look up words that I don't know, which there should be quite a lot. These are all the bundles like that I have. Like I have a particular dictionary that I highly recommend people get. So this is the New Century English Chinese Dictionary. I believe that came with a bundle. It's about $30. It's like one of the best purchases I ever made for Mandarin. I highly recommend it, because if you type in words normally, like if I want to type in, let's say bat, if I type in bat, so normally you'd see this. You'd see a bunch of just characters that like have the definition, but if I were to click along until I get to this E, which is like there's a solid E and a hollowed out E, you see? So if I get this E, then it has like the English definition, the English words, and then I can go and it'll show me, it lumps all of them together, which is way more useful to find words. So for example, in this case, I was referring to so you can see there's a racket, table tennis, or cricket bat, baseball bat. So this would probably be baseball bat. That's what I was thinking of. But you have, zoology. So obviously it's an animal. So this is all very good. So this will be very useful for us. So anyway, continuing on. So let's start with Paper Mario then. So got 今天我要 So 我要告诉大家一个关于心之什么与美好愿望的故事. So one of these I'm not sure. I remember I looked this up before because I tried to make this video in vain. So the way I'll do this is like I'll try probably in vain, and I'll edit it probably to look up this particular character. So this is where those hours of writing Chinese will come in handy. So it clearly looks like this one on the very left. So I'll tap it and I can click done. And sure enough, it looks like it would be. So Huan. So this is soul, you can see. So 心之魂与美好 愿望. So 愿望, I believe it's like wish, something like this. So, but I'll look it up. So 性质 in this case, it's like you use it in stories. So this would be like 的, like 是的, that 的. So this would be so star spirit, probably star spirit, and beautiful wishes. So I want to tell everybody a story about star wishes and beautiful wishes, I believe. So if I can double check though, just by typing it in. So 愿望, right? Desire wish. I was right. Desire wish story. So that's that. So we continue on, and then I can pause the emulator. So this one I always get a little tricky. So it's like 转说, I think, but I'll look it up. 转说在. Yeah, it's hard to read, especially with certain fonts. If you already know the character, it'll be easier. I don't know this one, so sometimes the font, though, it might be tricky. So in this case, I'm going to try to type it, or write it, I should say. So I'm just going to give like a rough idea of what it looks like. So I don't think it's any of those. It could be this one. I think it's this one. Yeah, so this one is, yeah, right, because this is 遥韵, sorry, 遥韵. So let's see, 遥韵. No. This one. Is that it? Huh. Oh, no, it's not it. Okay, I gotta write it, sorry. Okay, yeah, see, this is a word that I should know. So for full transparency, like I said, I don't know, I'm not an expert in this. Like, okay, 遥远. Okay, so it's 遥远, so this one, 遥远. 遥远的将来, distant remote future, distant remote mountain village. So let's do another. So let's get the whole sentence then. So, okay. So after a little bit of extra time looking it up, so it's 传说. So I've never studied this. So 传说, you can see legend, folktale, 传说在. I need to learn this one. 遥远. 传说在遥远的天空另一 I think I had to look this one up also before. So let's write it in. Okay, so you can see it took me a while, but this one is Duan. So you can see the font is quite difficult. Like it looks like the Shan radical connects to this this like Wei radical. So it's the top of the Wei radical. So it's tricky. So but this is the end. So ling yi duan. So 传说在遥远的天空另一端. Ling yi duan. See, so tricky, tough stuff. So it's like it's been foretold, like a legend tale passed on, that there is a faraway land in the sky. At the end of I think 天空 is like the heaven, like the end of the heavens. Yeah, so that's what I'm confused about. So if I type it into my translating app, so we can type it in. So this can be very helpful because I'm not an expert, like I said, so it's hard. It's got to, we have to type it in. Yeah. English. So it's not exactly right, but it should be like it's been foretold that on the other side. Okay, so this is the other side of the galaxy. So that's what this means. So the translation isn't totally accurate, but it's it helps us to understand. So now we know. So I'm going to like make sure that I include these translations. So let me pause. So we'll continue on then. So 在白云之上. So I don't know 之上 I'm not as confident about. So let's take a look. But I know this is like on the white clouds, like on top of the white clouds. Like that's what it seems to be. But let's double check. So I'm not as used to using. Okay, 之上 is above, so that's it. Oh, 白云. Okay, so I said it wrong. So 在白云之上，在白云. I need to make sure the 云 is a little hard to say. So 在白云之上. So above the white clouds. So 有一个美丽的有一个美丽的新之国，那就是星星们。This is 据 It's like 根据 I forget which one it is. I think it's 根住的地方。根住的地方 or it's 居住的地方. I'm not sure. So let's find out. So I believe it's this looks like 根据. Okay, yeah. So it's it could be. I believe it's 居. No, it just looks like 居 because it has the radicals. So let's figure out what this one is. Oh, I guess we can actually, if you didn't know, you can actually go to the words. Let me see, character. So I can go to the simplified one and then it'll show me the. Yes, so as you can see, I was able to look at the components here, these components, and then I can figure out, okay, it's 居, so 居, so 居住的地方，那就是星星们居住的地方. So this is so there is a beautiful star country. So remember 之, so 姓之国, 国 is country. Basically, it's probably what it means. Like 国家 is specifically country, but 家 is like my home country. So no, I don't think actually. I think you can just say 国家，这个是国家. You can say that. 姓之国. So there's a star like country, like place. 就是那就是星星们. So like 我们星星们 star people 居住的地方. So let's see, like, I'm assuming it's like the place they live, but I'm confused why they need to say that. So let's see. Live, reside, dwell. So they live in this city. It's confusing to me why we need that, but I guess live, reside, dwell. So that's interesting. So let's continue. Okay, 在星之国的 these are all difficult. It's like spirit words. 国的神什么里? I had to look this up. It's like ruins or not ruins, but it's something like palace. So shun, and one thing you can do is you can just click shun, and you could just continue to look through all the guesses until you see the right character. And if you were really good, you could probably, type like how many radicals are in it or something like this. But anyway, but let's just go ahead and try to draw it. So I'm going to go ahead and try. If my wife is here, I can ask her for help. But I can see the radicals here. So this one was easy. I could write. Okay, so 神殿 shrine. 神殿 神殿里在星之国的神殿里. So this is inside the star country's shrine. We'll continue. 有一件传说, so we just learned that one. 有一件传说中的 this one is 宝物, I believe. Or it could be 贝物. I always forget. It's like 宝贝, like 宝贝的贝. It's like treasure, I think. So let's just type it in. So 宝贝. Okay, so I can see it's 宝. So 宝. I believe it's 物. So 宝物. Yeah, 宝物 is treasure. 宝物 no, it's 宝物一星之. So this one we need to look up. So I'm not sure about this one. Okay, so right, Cain. So this is the star rod they're talking about. There's a star rod. Right, you can see number 2, star rod. 星之 星之杖，星之杖，星之杖。有一件传说中的宝物，一星之杖。It's a little bit pretty tough to say. So you probably have to say it a lot in order to get the rhythm going. It's not an easy thing to get that intonation. That's the thing that I want to work on one day. 它具有买I believe it's no 卖现所有愿望的神级 I believe it's 神级茉莉, I think. So I can read it, but I don't remember what it means. But I believe it's something like, it's like wishes or something like this. So let's see. So 神级, no. Nope. So 神奇, I believe. Okay, there it is. 神奇, mystical, magical. So 神奇茉莉, I believe. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So 魔力. So I got the tones wrong. So 神奇魔力. Magical, like just like emphasizing its power, you can see. So that's pretty cool. So, and then the other one I didn't know was just 买线, something like this. Or 剑, I'm not sure. No, it's not 剑. So 买, and then I'm just going to look to see if that other word comes up, and it doesn't. So if I were to type in 线, here it is. So it looks like 买线. You can see like on my screen here, it looks like 买线, but I'm not sure. It has so strange. So this one I'm a little bit okay, so it's not 买, it's something different because the radical on top is different. Could be 西, no. Okay, so let's just write it because you can kind of see there's a little thing on the top. Here it is. So here it is. It's 实现, right? Okay, so 实现. So this is like 实际上的实, I believe. So I'm not as good with simplified, but I do recognize this. So 它具有实现所有愿望的神奇魔力。神奇魔力. I said 神奇, I should say 神奇魔力. So it has the I just need to look at it. So it has the capability, it seems like, to, because I believe that's what 具有. It possesses. I'm trying to do a good thing. It possesses the ability to like carry out all wishes, all magical like wishes, something like this. So that's what it seems to mean. If you want to get really sticky, we could try to actually translate it, but I think it's good enough for me. So 七个兽人尊 I believe this is 尊敬的心之 we just did this one. So this one I already forgot it. So I can't just go to my history and then we can just take a look. So to go to my history and 魂, right? So 心之魂. So 七个兽人尊敬的心之魂使用心之 this one we just did as well. 心之, this is a star rod. So this one is, let's look. So it's on here. Should be Zhang, but okay, there it is. Yeah, Zhang. 心之杖. 七个兽人尊敬心之魂使用心之杖. So that's pretty cool. So let's do, so really quick, I just want to double check because I've learned 尊敬 before. And I even did it for the same video that I failed at. So, okay, respect. So the 七个兽人, and it's a little confusing. I don't know why they call them, because it looks like this. It looks like this. Yeah, this one, I'm going to have to ask her about it, but it's supposed to be like the star spirits. That's basically what it is. These are the star spirits. Maybe there's like a word for gods. So maybe if I type God and I could take a look. Okay, so here, so show. Okay, so it appears here, so we can see. So it's show. It is. I'm not wrong. Okay, so this is actually like a whole thing. So this one is 七个受人尊敬的是 okay, so you can see here. So you can see 受尊敬的人. So to break this down, it's moving. It's interesting. It's moving 人, so it's almost like it's a shortening of this. So yeah, so it's like this is clearly it's deity. So this is interesting. I've never actually learned it like this before, but clearly 受尊敬的人 is so 受人尊敬的instead of 受尊敬的人. So this one there, it looks like in this case they're shortening 受尊敬的人 to 几个受人, and then because they want to say that they respect the star spirits. Oh, unless they're these are the this is the whole thing. So that I'm figuring this out while I do it. So if I were to edit right here, I'll say 几个受人尊敬的星之魂. So this is another way to say. So these are like the whole thing means star spirit. You know, they use the star rod. So instead of saying 几个受尊敬的人, they want to emphasize their star spirits. So they've moved the 人 to the front. 几个受人尊敬的星之魂 instead of 受尊敬的人星之魂. So in this case, it's the so if we were to look at just 受, so you can see suffer, subjected to, and I don't think they mean like oppressed, because it can also be pleasant. So stand, endure. So it's like the people you're subjected to and respect, star people, basically. So that's what this means. So it's the gods. That's basically what it's saying. So these are the gods. Okay, so this part's all new to me. I haven't seen this part before, I believe. So this one, 什么什么地照看着我们这个和平的世界. So, 地照. I don't know these first. I know like 照片的照, like 看, so they're looking at our peaceful world. This peaceful world. 这个和平的世界. So 和平is peaceful, is peace. 的世界 is world, 这个 is this, so 这个和平的世界. The recording stopped after that, so I'm going to upload again as soon as I have some more time, and maybe I'll change up the setup. See you, everybody.